They're laying some utilities, wires, pipes, whatever. It's going to go 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. today through the 13th of January. So, just plan on that. Looking good to Worcester County, 50, 95, 89, 113, top to bottom okay. It's construction northbound Coastal Highway at 41st Street on up. Get over to the right to get through there. Okay, go in Wycomico County on 50 from Willage to Pittsfield to Parsonsburg. Bypass around town moving. Business 50, Business 13 good, and 50 good out to the Bay Bridge. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's 8:30. It is the Bill and Jessica Show. We want to welcome live in studio Nathan from Delmarva Health through CBD. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome back, man. I'm excited to have you back in studio.
It's been fun.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get going, man. Look, first off, we got to thank you guys, and we have to salute our official coffee inside the Bill and Jessica Show, Rise and Grind, Columbia Supreme from Delmarva Health through CBD. That's you guys. So, yes.
Sweet.
Very excited about that. We love it. And we're live on Facebook right now. Show you guys the bag right here.
Out.
Also now available in K-Cups, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Individuals or 10 packs in a box.
Nice. Because that's I don't want to say the new thing because it's not new, but that's the thing. That's the thing.
It's pretty convenient.
So, very good. That was like one of your number one questions about the coffee. You guys have K-Cups, and now you do, so that's awesome. So, I got a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
People have been hitting me up. I, have personal experiences that I want to share, getting some of your products, success stories. So,
It's always good.
Delmarva Health through CBD. Can you explain what CBD is? I know there's a lot of questions about, well, is it THC? Is it cannabis? Is it weed?
Are we allowed to do this? Is it illegal?
Yeah,
right.
What is CBD and how does it make you feel?
Okay. So CBD is part of the cannabis plant, but it is not like THC. It's not psychoactive, meaning you are not going to get high from it.
Okay.
What it's going to do for most people is it's going to help you with light pain issues,
Okay.
a little bit of anxiety. Let's say you're having a bad week, you hurt yourself, you pull a muscle. It's good for those kinds of things.
Right.
It can also be used for sleep issues.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the multi-tool of the cannabis world. A lot of people can use it for different things. It doesn't intoxicate you like THC does. It just makes you basically relax and be able to do things a little bit easier in your life.
Wow. And let me tell you, from personal experience, I've been in your store a couple times.
Yep.
I do shop at your store. And I said, look, I have, some anxiety. I want to be able to relax, not stress as much in the evening. And you gave me what would you recommend, or it was an oil.
Yes, you had an oil with CBD and CBG in it.
Okay.
Really not going to get you high. Those kinds of oils are designed to help people that have anxiety, and everybody has anxiety. It's always been the number one reason that people come to the store.
Right.
CBG works a lot better for anxiety than CBD does. Okay, and
Now, what is CBG?
CBG is actually this is the way cannabis works. So you put the little seed in the ground, you grow the flower, you
Okay.
take the flower and you extract the oil out of it. When that oil comes out, and first CBG is the stem cell. It's the oil that everything else is made from. So CBG makes CBD and THC and a bunch of other things.
Okay, so it still all comes from.
It still all comes from the same plant,
Yeah.
but it has slightly different properties. So think about like different tools in the toolbox. CBG is a lot better for people that have severe anxiety. Like, let's say you had a woman come to the store yesterday. She lost her husband, and she's still dealing with it, which is really no surprise. I mean, they were married a long time. So she's using CBG to deal with her anxiety and depression during the day. And if you're just having a bad day or something like that, maybe you don't need CBG. Maybe you could just, have some CBD gummies.
And
Very
look,
convenient.
I'm here to tell you, I know some of you guys are like, oh, you go get this stuff and you get high. No. you go, I mean, some people think that. They
I'm not
just
a
don't.
weed man.
Think that.
Yeah, they just don't know. But you go to the store and, you use these products and, from personal experience, I can't describe the feeling that it's like a relaxation when if you have like anxiety or you have stress or you want to relax, it puts your body at ease. And put you in a better mood sometimes, depending on what you have.
Yep.
It will. Again, I believe in the stuff. You know, I mean, it has helped me personally, and I think. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
I'm laughing.
You help him, and guess what? It helps me. I have to deal with him.
I'm laughing because everybody that tries it goes through that experience. And
Yeah.
it's like I can watch it. You know, for instance, a guy came in. He had a bad foot. He had an operation. He had
Yeah.
a bad ankle. And he was like, yeah, I'm in pain all the time. So I gave him the topical and said, try this. And you're going to feel better in about 10, 15 minutes.
And
So-
you're not going to leave high. You're not
Right.
going to be, you know, intoxicated and all
Right.
this.
Yeah.
This is just, it's CBD.
It's a natural solution. So, like, instead of taking ibuprofen, acetylene, Motrin, all these things,
Right.
and some of them are good for your stomach or bad for your stomach, some are bad for your liver. You don't have that issue with CBD products. And you can take, realistically, you can take quite a lot without having any side effects. And that's something that you don't get with prescription drugs, where, you know, you take an antidepressant and then you, for the first 2 weeks, you have anxiety and diarrhea and headaches and all this stuff. Then none of that happens.
Right.
So it's a much more natural way to deal with things, and it works because people, the human race, has been around cannabis for like 10,000 years. So we have this whole endocannabinoid system inside of ourselves, and there's more cannabinoid receptors in the body than any other type of receptor. So it spider works into all the organs. It can help with immune issues, pain issues. It can affect the pain receptors. It's a really cool product, and it's natural. So if you're a person that wants to be healthy and do things in a holistic way, here's your sign.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
This is the way to do it.
we just got a question in. Somebody texted in 783. I'm a truck driver. Will this show up in my drug screen?
Okay, so that's a very good question. It all depends on the product and the type of test. So, for instance, the topicals, like, let's say you've got a bad shoulder and you're a truck driver. My brother's a truck driver. He's got problems with his rotator cuff. Topicals don't really get into the bloodstream. Only 10% gets into the bloodstream. So the chances of you having a positive from taking a CBD topical are very, very low. The other part of the question is it depends upon the drug test. A cheap P-test can show a false positive if you take oils and other products that you ingest, drinks. A true lab test can tell the difference between CBD and THC.
Okay.
So it all depends upon the lab test. And truck drivers, they have a hard life because they never know when they're going to get a drug test because they got to wait for some dipshit to, you know, pull out in front of them or something. And then, you know, they have an accident. Okay, you got to, you know.
Right.
And that's what happens. So for the best that I could do for people that are truck drivers, firemen, police, municipal workers where it's banned is if it's a pain issue, take a topical. There is still a small amount of risk, but I can't reduce that anymore.
Somebody else just texted in and said suggestions for fibromyalgia. Sorry.
Yes. So this is interesting. I just took a class from doctors talking about fibromyalgia. They think that fibromyalgia is linked to something called clinical endocannabinoid deficiency, which basically means that your body runs out of the chemicals we have and you need to take more from the plants. Fibromyalgia, you need to take an oil because unlike a topical, their issues move around and it's nerve related. So for you, you would probably want to take a CBD oil without THC, and also bath bombs have surprisingly been found to be effective for fibromyalgia.
And you can get all that at your spot.
Yep.
All right.
And there's no THC in these kind of products that we're talking about.
Let's see. 783. Yep. Thanks. Yep. Shoulder issue. I will go check them out. Yes. For two people right here. For people who want to know exactly your location, how to get to Delmarva Health through CBD, how can they come see you?
Okay. So our address is 10445 Old Ocean City Boulevard. We're right off of Route 50, heading west out of Ocean City. We're the little turn in Berlin on the way to the hospital, right across from Tractor Supply. There's a big sign on the pole.
Yep.
There's a sign on the building. My truck's usually out there. It's got DMV, CBD plates. We're open every day but Sunday, and we're probably going to go to Sundays here in a month or two.
Okay, very good. Now, do you guys do any ordering through the website?
Okay, so in about a week or so, we're going to have, I've got a new payment processor for the store. We're going to have one for the website, so you'll be able to order off of the website very shortly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Again, Delmarva Health through CBD. We have Nathan live in studio. Again, stop on by. Mention Bill and Jessica. You get 10% off.
Yep.
Look, I'm telling you, I believe in this stuff. I believe in his products and what you guys are offering. When we come back, we're going to take a break. I want to talk about some of the other products that you guys actually offer.
Sure. Got a lot of new ones.
Yeah, it's not just oil and the coffee. You guys offer a lot of other products as well that do tons of different things. But how exactly do you take CBD? We'll talk about it coming up next.
Wake up every Thursday morning starting at 6.